hoping to wow the family with an amazing quick fig jam crostini with creamy burrata and a hearty main of beef cheek ragu with pappardelle.
Beef cheeks. Just think the size of your little cheeks, yeah? Imagine the size of the cow with them. And the cheek is right underneath here, yeah? I want you to give them a really nice season with salt and pepper on there, please. So, beef cheeks, very cheap. A cut that takes sort of a long time to cook.
Yeah.
But give it a bit of love, let it cook in the oven. It comes out like a dream. A little touch of oil in the pan. What we want to do is get them really nicely coloured.
Seared.
Seared. Into the pan.
Oh, cool.
Lay away. See what that is? Sitting at the dock of the...
Beach.
Bay.
Bay.
Beach! And then I want the onion chunky, because we're going to cook it for like 3.5 hours. So you go down, 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 and then again there and there. So it doesn't overcook. So a really good colour on the cheeks, like that.
So how do you cook these at restaurants if they take so long?
They go in the oven, literally 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. 3.5, 4 hours to be ready for lunch. And the longer you leave them in their juices and the cooking liquor, the better. 3 nice cloves of garlic. Good. Onions in and garlic in, please. Nice. Where's your bay leaf?
There it is.
Good. Get those onions and that garlic really nicely coloured. Put the cheeks back in, please. Right, red wine in.
Cool.
OK, the red wine is going to deglaze the pan. So deglaze will basically sort of rinse all that flavour off the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
OK, because that's going to make the most amazing sauce. Now, you could use tomato puree, but chopped canned tomatoes, it'll make a much better sauce. I'm going to top that with some stock. So the secret of braising is having little of the meat exposed and 90% of it submerged. See them now?
Yeah.
They're like little crocodile heads popping up out the water. Turn the gas off and leave the lid just off at the end there. If we had to cover it completely, the steam hits the top of the lid and all that water comes running back down.
Like a solar still.
That's right. In the oven, 140, 150, for about 3.5 to 4 hours. Good job. Boom.
For pudding, I'm making one of my absolute favourite Italian desserts, panna cotta, with that quintessentially Italian flavouring, espresso. Start by immersing 2 leaves of gelatine in cold water and leave to soak. Into a small saucepan, add caster sugar, cream, milk, sugar, and a shot of good strong coffee. Gently bring to a simmer and remove from the hob. Squeeze out the soaked gelatine leaves and stir into the hot cream until completely dissolved. Pour your cream mixture into a jug and fill your moulds just short of the rim. Rinsing your moulds in cold water before filling will make it easier to get your panna cotta out once it's set. Leave in the fridge for at least 2 to 3 hours or overnight. To make your cinnamon hazelnut brittle, pour caster sugar into a pan and cook over a medium heat until the sugar melts to a deep golden brown. Scatter toasted hazelnuts into the caramel. Dust with ground cinnamon and leave to set at room temperature. When your panna cotta is firm, giving each mould a quick dip into boiling water should ensure a perfect stress-free exit onto the plate. Dressed with a shard of crunchy hazelnut brittle, nothing could be so deliciously elegant.
Right, Captain Jack, quick run through. Panna cottas are nearly set. Beef cheeks are nearly cooked. We're going to now do the fig and burrata crostini.
Oh.
OK? Let's take the figs. We're going to make a nice, slightly spicy fig jam. Take off the tops.
Yeah.
In half, and each half into 3. Sugar, a touch of salt in there. OK? We're making a jam, but we don't want it to be too sweet. And then these little babies. What are they? What's the shape?
Stars. Star anise.
Star anise, taken from the aniseed plant.
Yeah.
And when you dry them like that, so intensifies the flavour. Really important to count how many we put in there, OK?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they're just there for flavour and then take them out.
That's right. Secret here is to get that caramel going.
So when I hear of jam, I don't think of caramel.
No, but this is a very fast jam. Caramel's starting to colour. I want you very carefully to drop the figs in there. Good. So the juice out of the figs is starting to break down the caramel. You know what that is? Balsamic vinegar.
Love that on my salad.
Got that sort of sweet and sour flavour. Leave that cooking for 3 or 4 minutes. Now let's slice our ciabatta.
In Italian, crostini means little bits of toast. But it can be made out of leftover baguette, sourdough, or any crusty, open-textured bread. We're staying authentically Italian with ciabatta.
Season them and then drizzle a little touch of olive oil on there. Both sides, really important because we're going to grill the bread. Push it down. Puts a lovely
Very
taste.
lovely.
Take it off.
With the ciabatta toasted, we need to carefully extract the star anise pods from our piping hot fig jam.
Right, Jack, we got one little bugger to find.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Is it there?
Yes, it is. Right. Now we've got the green light to crush. So all the skin's disintegrated in that caramel.
That looks so nice.
While Jack carefully spreads the crostini with our hot fig jam, I can unveil the last element to our starter, the creamy Italian speciality, burrata.
Our little money bags.
Looking delicious. This looks fun.
Doesn't it?
We need to season them lightly, drizzle over a little olive oil, and dust them with lemon zest.
Can you imagine that? Sat there, and you tear some of that off and you stick it on top of that, and
Back to the main course. To match our hearty beef cheeks, I've chosen to use pappardelle.
rule number 1 when cooking pasta,
Salt in first.
salt in first, good. Olive oil in, pasta in. Twist it round so you don't break it.
Nice.
Bring that back up the boil. That's going to take about 3 or 4 minutes. Flat leaf parsley. Scrunch it up for me
Yep.
and chop it. Now, wait to see
Oh,
these
wow.
beef cheeks. Beauties. Look at them.
They're really
Look.
soft.
They're
Oh,
really
they're
soft.
tiny.
I want you to taste.
They're so good.
Oh, Jack, you've just dribbled on your jumper. Joking.
Seriously?
Really? Right, drain the pasta. Salt, pepper, pasta. Little drizzle of olive oil. And I want you to put your fresh parsley,
Nicely chopped.
nicely chopped, in. This is the magic bit, okay? You take a little ladle of the juice, put that at the bottom, and you put the pasta on top of that sauce. Ooh.
Whoa.
Honestly,
Oh my gosh.
your sisters are going to love you even more now, you know that? What about when you cook this for your girlfriend one day? Just tell her where you got the recipe from, will you? Promise?
Promise.
I don't want you stealing Daddy's thunder. 1, beautiful jaw on there. 2, beautiful jaws on there. And then the 3rd jaw. And then you go over with the sauce. How cool is that?
Delicious.
You've got the burrata, and I've got the cheeks. Let's go, baby.
Stop it.
Don't be cheeky. Get it?
My ultimate Italian dinner. Quick fig jam crostini with creamy burrata. A main course of slow-cooked beef cheek ragu with pappardelle. And for pudding, espresso panna cotta with cinnamon hazelnut brittle. A stunning meal to bring the whole family together in the best Italian tradition.
A delicious saffron flatbread with mussels. It doesn't get any healthier than that.
First job, the super easy saffron flatbread.
Put the saffron into the bowl and a couple of teaspoons of hot water. That starts to infuse the saffron, and so you can maximise on the colour across your flatbreads.
To make the dough, simply add plain flour, a pinch of salt and pepper to a bowl, and then pour in a dash of olive oil.
That makes the dough nice and silky and rich. Your saffron water, You'll see how concentrated it is now. And then you'll need cold water.
Then simply knead to bring the dough together.
Mop up all your flour. You can see now the saffron's activated. It's got that really nice colour. Beautiful. Use your wrist and just knead it nicely. What we'll do now is smoothing out the gluten strands. Push and tuck in. Push and tuck in. And every time you do this, getting softer, you just sort of form like this perfect, beautiful dough. It smells delicious. That saffron is very powerful. Now, sit that in your bowl, cover it with cling film, let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes.
This relaxes the dough, making it easier to roll and gives it time to infuse with the saffron.
I'm gonna cut that into 3 and then roll them nice and thinly. Now, lightly flour the surface and then just bring that to like a perfect ball on the board. Once you've got that nice ball, your rolling pin, and just roll it out. Now, it doesn't get any simpler than that. And then just lightly flour that on top. And a little salt.
Cooking the flatbread is easy. Just pop in a hot, dry pan and they're ready in minutes.
As it hits the pan, it starts to blister. She's ready for turning. Beautiful. Get that colour on there. Now you want it nice and crisp, almost blistering on both sides. And because it's nice and thin, it's cooked.
Once browned on both sides, just cool on a rack. Flatbread's done. Now onto the mussels.
Now the secret behind cooking great mussels is in the speed you cook them.
The key is to chop and prep your ingredients before you start cooking.
First thing, pancetta. I want it quite chunky. If you can't get pancetta, I always like to use a sort of streaky bacon because I want to sort of render all that flavour out the streaky bacon. Now, tomatoes, garlic and chilli. Cherry tomatoes, they're just going in whole. The garlic, just crush the garlic. So all that flavour comes out. Chilli, I want some heat in here.
That's everything prepped. Now to get it cooked.
A little touch of olive oil. Pancetta in.
Pancetta takes moments. Once it's brown and crisp, put your garlic, chilli and whole cherry tomatoes into the pan.
Mussels go in. Okay.
And I'm using dry sherry. I think it works better in this recipe than white wine, which is classically used at this stage. Then oregano, finely chopped, stalks and all.
Oregano on. And then just give that a little mix. And you'll see those mussels start to open. Lid goes on. You've got to lock in that flavour. Got to lock in that heat.
The mussels will take 4 to 5 minutes to steam. In the meantime, cut your flatbreads into strips.
Crispy and crunchy. Now, the mussels. Wow, that is incredible. My goodness me. Now, that is one lunch I definitely don't want to miss. Healthy and delicious. Doesn't get any better than that. Incredible.
Steamed mussels with saffron flatbreads, made in minutes and packed with protein and vitamins. This is one fast food meal that really is healthy.